The front office just sent a shockwave through the Carolinas by officially committing to the future of our most debated young playmaker. This former first overall pick has faced a mountain of criticism, but the decision-makers in Charlotte have seen enough to bet the house on his potential. It is a moment that defines the next decade of football in our city. Before we break down what this means for our locker room and the salary cap, please subscribe to the channel and join our family. Bryce Young is officially staying in Carolina for the long haul, as the Panthers have finally exercised that crucial fifth-year option on his rookie contract. This move was signaled by Dan Morgan earlier this year, but seeing it finalized brings a new level of clarity to our franchise goals. Head coach Dave Canales is clearly building the entire offensive identity around his young quarterback, and the team is putting their money where their mouth is to support him. We saw glimpses of greatness last year, even during that tough wildcard loss to the Rams, and the organization is convinced that the best is yet to come. To ensure this success, the front office has been incredibly busy, signing 20 different free agents and becoming one of the league's top spenders this offseason. They brought in defensive powerhouses like Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd to make sure the other side of the ball is locked down. In the draft, they focused on protection and weapons, selecting offensive tackle Monroe Freeling and center Sam Heck to solidify the line, along with wide receiver Chris Brazeltekin to give the passing game more explosive potential. This is a complete overhaul designed to take the pressure off the young signal caller while simultaneously raising the stakes for his performance. The front office is telling the world that they believe they have found their franchise cornerstone, and they are surrounding him with every possible tool to succeed right now. It is a rare show of total confidence from a team that has faced so much instability at the quarterback position since the days of Cam Newton. Now that the paperwork is finished, the conversation shifts from whether he is the guy to how high he can take this roster. The commitment is there, the talent has been added, and the coaching staff is fully aligned with the vision of building a powerhouse in the NFC South. We are looking at a team that refuses to wait for a slow rebuild, choosing instead to capitalize on the unique window that a talented quarterback on a rookie deal provides for a growing organization. The way the front office is approaching this situation shows a deep belief in the growth of their primary playmaker. He has shown a remarkable ability to stay calm under fire, and his performance in clutch situations during that 8-win season gave everyone a reason to be optimistic. However, the next step in his evolution requires more than just late-game heroics. It requires a level of consistency that we haven't seen for a full season yet. He needs to push past that 3,500-yard mark to truly join the elite ranks of NFL passers. One of the biggest challenges for the offense will be cleaning up the turnovers that stalled so many promising drives last year. While he has the vision to find open receivers, sometimes his desire to make a play leads to unnecessary risks that a veteran team cannot afford. The coaching staff is working hard to refine his footwork and decision-making, ensuring that he remains the efficient distributor this system needs to thrive. We all saw how he handled the pressure of the playoffs, and even in defeat, there was a sense that he belonged on that stage. The locker room gravitates toward his quiet leadership, and the veterans they brought in during free agency are already praising his work ethic and intelligence. This season isn't just about winning the division again with a losing record. It is about proving that the offense can be a dominant force regardless of the opponent. The addition of new protection up front should allow him to scan the field more effectively and use his natural instincts to dissect defenses. If the offensive line can hold up, we will see a much more confident version of the quarterback, who can finally use his mobility to extend plays without constantly running for his life. This deeper level of support is exactly what he needs to prove that his first-round pedigree was no fluke. The entire building is buzzing with the idea that this could be the year everything finally clicks into place for the most important position on the field. The decision to double down on this young passer has massive consequences for how the next few years will look in Charlotte. By picking up the option, the team is essentially setting the stage for a massive contract extension that could reach over $40 million per year. This means the standard for success has shifted overnight. Last year, winning a weak division with an 8-9 record was seen as progress, but that won't be enough to justify a $200 million investment. Moving forward, 10 wins must be the absolute minimum standard for this team. The organization is spending like a contender because they truly believe their window to win is open right now. If this gamble pays off, the Panthers will have stability at the most important position in sports for the next decade. It would mean the end of the constant searching and the beginning of a true championship era. However, the risk is just as significant as the potential reward. When you commit this much money and draft capital to one player, you lose the ability to fix other mistakes easily. The team is betting that their young quarterback will be the rising tide that lifts all boats. This strategy requires him to be more than just a game manager. He has to be the reason they win games they shouldn't. Fans have waited a long time for a team that feels this focused, and this determined to win immediately. The front office is no longer talking about the future. They are talking about the present. Every free agent signing and every draft pick was made with the specific goal of maximizing the talent of their signal caller. This creates a high-pressure environment where every Sunday feels like a playoff game. The stakes for the coaching staff are equally high, as they must prove their system can turn this potential into consistent production on the scoreboard. It is a fascinating time to be a fan, as we watch a franchise put all its chips on the table. The outcome will decide the legacy of this current regime and determine if the Panthers can finally reclaim their spot at the top of the NFC. Let's look at the two paths this franchise could take following this massive commitment. In the best-case scenario, the young quarterback takes a massive leap forward and becomes the elite playmaker everyone expected when he was drafted first overall. He cuts down the interceptions, finds a perfect rhythm with his new receivers, and leads the team to a double-digit win season. This would likely result in another division title and a deep run in the playoffs, proving that the front office was right to spend so aggressively. In this world, the massive contract extension feels like a bargain because the team has finally found its long-term answer. The stadium will be rocking, and the energy in the Carolinas will be at an all-time high as we prepare for a sustained run of success. But we also have to consider the alternative, which is much more sobering for those of us who have followed this team through the lean years. If the turnovers continue and the offense struggles to find consistency, that 8-9 record could easily turn into a losing season. A failure to improve would leave the organization in a very difficult position, tied to a massive financial commitment with a quarterback who hasn't proven he can win at the highest level. The pressure would then shift to the front office and the coaching staff, leading to more instability and another painful rebuild. This is the tightrope the Panthers are walking right now. They are betting on talent and growth, but the NFL is a results-oriented business that doesn't care about potential. The contrast between these two outcomes is what makes this season so incredibly tense for every fan. Every pass, every touchdown, and every mistake will be scrutinized as we look for signs of which path we are on. The beauty of football is that we get to see it unfold week by week, but the anxiety of a franchise-defining decision is always lingering in the background. We want to see our team succeed more than anything, and we are all hoping that this bold move is the one that finally brings a trophy back to Charlotte. The Carolina Panthers have made their choice, and they are standing firmly behind Bryce Young as the face of this franchise. By exercising the fifth-year option and surrounding him with expensive talent, the front office has removed every possible excuse. This is the most talented roster we have seen in years, and the path to the top of the NFC South is wide open for the taking. It all comes down to whether our young quarterback can elevate his game and become the leader this city deserves. It is a high-stakes gamble that will define the Dan Morgan and Dave Canale's era for years to come. I believe the pieces are in place for a historic turnaround, but the pressure is unlike anything we have seen before. Be honest with me, Panthers fans. Do you truly believe that paying a quarterback $40 million a year is the right move after an 8-9 season? Or should we have waited a bit longer to see more results? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on our team.